We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. Yo, brothers. You're at home with the Geek. I'm Mark, aka the Little Black Dude. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I figured, why not? It's time to unbox with a vengeance. Unbox my Crystal Gems Funko Pops, that is. Now, if you remember from my collections video, I showed off Steven Universe here from the show of the same name. And I said I wanted to collect the Steven Universe Funko Pops. Well, as you can see, I now have all of the crystal gems, the core crystal gems Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst. So now, because I have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to unbox the 4 of them so that I can display them. Now normally I like to keep my figures in the box, but something just makes me want to take these guys out. So let's start with Steven. So here's Steven Universe. Now I showed him off in my collections video, and I showed off the boxes and all that wonderful stuff. I still think that the boxes for Funko Pops in general are just really well designed. They're simple and they show off what's inside, they give you a nice look. This is actually also a really good display box. But we're doing an unboxing, right? So, here comes Steven. Okay. Now, as you can see, packaging is fairly simple on the inside as well. Okay. The boxes are cardboard on the inside, nothing really simple about them. And as you can see, there's Steven's look there. His face and the star on his shirt, the zipper on his pants, as well as the pockets on the back of his pants are all painted on. The characters' faces tend to be simple, no pupils in the eyes, things like that. Although eye color is oftentimes given, depending on how prominent eye color is in the figure. A detail that I read about with this particular Funko that I'm actually really amused by is the fact that the back of Steven's hair is shaped like a rose. His mother, Rose Quartz, had rose-shaped emblems on everything that mattered to her. So his hair being shaped like a rose makes a lot of sense. But as a figure, it's really nice. It actually looks like it has articulation, but it doesn't. But it's really a nice showpiece. Next up, we have Pearl. Again, same kind of boxes. You know, everything is still the same kind of look. You know, great show box. But let's bring Pearl out and take a look at the figure. Okay, now, what I like about Funkos in general is that they tend to have a lot of variation to them. When they first started coming out, they used essentially the same body type for all of the figures, but as you can see, Pearl is much thinner, okay? Still got a big old head, but she is much smaller and much thinner than a normal size Funko, which is a great addition. First time I saw this was actually on a friend of mine's Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters. Because of some of the smaller ones being built like this, some of them came with stands as well, so that you could still display them when they were outside the box. Now, Pearl's head has a lot of pointiness to it. One of the things that set her apart is her long pointy nose in the show, so they made sure to accentuate that. She also has blue eyes, as you can see. Her eyes are very bright in the show as well, so it made a lot of sense. Okay? Another little detail I think is excellent is the fact that she wears a sash around her waist, and they made sure to make that as a separate piece. Definitely gives her a good look. Okay? The pearl in the center of her head is all smoothed out. You know, looks very nice. I like the detail, even the little things that are going on here. Like even the way that Pearl stands works very nicely with how the character is built. And because of her feet being long and wide, she should stand fairly nicely. Next up is Amethyst. Now, Amethyst is once again a chunkier one, much like how Steven's built. And once again, display boxes are the same. But I like some of the design choices they made with this particular figure, because Amethyst is the one that has the most variation. Throughout the course of the show, Amethyst's look has changed, her figure has changed, her costuming has changed. For example, when she was younger, she had very short hair, but as you can see, her hair is long down to the ground, practically. And because of the way that they show her in the show, she oftentimes has one of her eyes covered with her hair. They did that here as well. And if you can see the way they've painted her mouth on, both Amethyst and Garnet have pouty lips, so they made sure to show that in the face sculpt there. Now, one of the things that I like as far as a detail is concerned is the gem in the middle of Amethyst's chest, which is usually covered by her top. And they made sure to show at least partially, because during the show it's usually shown. And because it has facets, they made sure to give it a contrasting paint so that it stands out. This is definitely a good figure here as far as I'm concerned, right down to the little details of the flyaways in her hair. And last but not least, there's Garnet. I just got Garnet at Camden Comic Con 2017. She was hiding in between a number of different figures and was able to get a hold of them. I enjoy the way that they did this particular figure because they kept some of the different parts of the show in mind. Okay? First of all, Garnet's hair is very square. Okay, and that is absolutely true to life in the show. Okay, very important that the hair is square. Okay, Garnet also wears a visor over her eyes. More often than not, she has it on, but during moments of extreme emotion or stress, there have been times where she's taken them off. There are times when they've been knocked off her face as well. There was a fight actually where they got shattered too, which really was cool. But she can magic them back onto her face. That's one of the things I really do enjoy about these figures, is that there's so many little details that can be added. For example, if you look very closely, you can see Garnet's eyes through her visor. Garnet has 3 eyes, and they made sure to show that she has 3 eyes on this figure. Now, I cannot remove her visor, and honestly I wouldn't want to, but it's one of those things that's really an interesting detail that they decided to add in. Now, Garnet's costuming has changed as well, and this is actually the second version of her costume from the show. And as you can see in her hands, she has gems in each of her hands. Okay, one that has a triangular facet and one that has a square one to represent the 2 halves of her whole, which is pretty cool. On the back side, pretty stark and pretty plain. Now, but I do like the paint job they gave this, because she has a partial star on her chest as well. All of the crystal gems wear stars, so having the star pattern there definitely works for her. This particular figure is a Hot Topic exclusive as well, and this particular one glows in the dark. I don't care what anyone says, glow in the dark, anything is pretty freaking cool. Thanks for watching my unboxing video. I'm always happy when new people come and check things out. So if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe and make sure you remember to ring my bell so that you can get notifications when new videos come out. I'm updating now on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so hopefully I'll have something new for you at least 3 times a week. If you're looking to see some of the other videos that I do, they should come up somewhere around there. But until next time, this is the Little Black Dude. Stay geekin' proud.